What are your wishes for the new year? Happy New Year, everybody! I wish you a lot of happiness, good health, and love. So, it's an end of a year, the end of 2019, and I cannot believe it's over, let alone that the whole decade is over. So much has happened, and at the end of a decade, it's a great time to look back, reflect, and think about what has happened. So, let me start first. I will reflect on my past year and my past decade. As you might know, I started working as a model when I was only 13 years old, and soon after that, I started providing for my family. This meant that throughout my life, there's been a lot of pressure on me, not only the stress of this hectic lifestyle of a model, but also having a responsibility for so many people. With everything going on in my life and my dad passing away just after 9/11, it was just too much, and I fell ill about 7 years ago, and it turned out that I only started feeling better the past year. So I really look forward to the new year because that will be the first year that I actually can be reasonably active in society again. I needed those years to really get back on my feet. Also, it was a great time to see and observe what's going on in the world. So it actually brought me a lot of knowledge and insights. The past decade also showed that I had to really fight hard for what's honest and truthful. It was a lot of hard work. I didn't know it would take so much effort, but I have a feeling that the new year will bring a lot of good and a lot of these projects will come to a conclusion. So I'm very excited for that. It's very tough if evil forces are fighting against you, especially when you're not feeling well and your health is not that great. But you always have to believe in the truth and fight for what's right. That's my philosophy. Besides that, I was trying to get better from my illness. I also spend my time when I could actually do a little bit of work helping other people and helping my community, different charities. That didn't give me stress, it only gave me a lot of happiness and joy. In the new year, what will the new year look like for me? Well, I know that the court case of my horse U2, the horse that was abused, will be in May 2020. So that is important. That's one of the projects that will hopefully come to a conclusion. I do not tolerate abuse. I hope that the verdict will reflect what has happened. Besides that, I'm very excited to work on organizeyourlife.com. Very excited to make these videos. Maybe do some speaking engagements. Maybe work with other like-minded people. 2020 will also bring the presidential elections, and we just have to see if President Trump gets reelected. I hope so because he has done a lot of good and I think he can do much more in 4 more years. I also don't think that there's any Democratic candidate that is capable of beating him. If you don't like the leader of your country or the mayor of your city, don't let it get to you as much. There are a lot of things you can do. Citizens are very powerful if they vote or if they work together towards a common goal. And I think in the new year, we will also see a lot of people coming together, citizens fighting for what they think is right. You see it in Europe, you see it with the yellow vests, you see it with the Brexiteers, you see it with the farmers in the Netherlands. People are fed up and they come together and they show that. So 2020 will be, I think, the year of the citizens. They will speak up. And I'm looking forward to that because an honest conversation is always important. In the world, a lot of other things are happening. Brexit is happening. There's so many things happening, but there's also so much to look forward to that I'm excited to see what this new year will bring. At the end of a year, I usually spend some time to organize my life. I'm going to give you quickly some tips. Using the circle of five, I always start first with my home. I organize my home to make it feel cozy and warm, and so I know exactly where all my stuff is. The second is the agenda. I try to really look at my finances, my planning, all the to-do lists, everything I need to do. I try to already prepare it for the new year. I like to just work on things when other people are sleeping or partying. The third step is yourself. A lot of people have good intentions, meaning they go work out or they stop smoking. All that is really good for you. Some people start a cleanse or eat healthy after the holidays. Relationships. Well, you've probably seen a lot of friends and family over the holidays. It's good to see who you want to spend more time with in the new year. Maybe it's a good time to rebuild relationships with people that you've been out of touch with. Last step is good heart. Just like I told you, I like to give back to the community. Doesn't matter if you help your neighbor or when you walk someone's dog or you work for a charity. Everything you can do to give back to your community or your loved ones is a great thing to do. So think about that too. What can you do in the new year? So last thing I want to say is nobody is perfect and you should choose your battles. A lot of people want to do everything at the same time and start this new year doing everything right, which is very hard. Do it step by step and start with one thing and move on to the next. Then you have the most chance to succeed. It doesn't really matter if you fail. It's about continuing and keeping the faith that you will make it. So just keep going, do what's right, and you will succeed. I wish you a very nice and great, amazing, healthy new year, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.